Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Before starting for today's session, can I have everybody who has sent me test cases? Test cases. Online people, raise your hands, and offline can tell me. I know, I've seen. I just see three hands raised online. Five. Very few people have written test cases. Please do practice on test cases and test scenarios. It is very important. People are coming back asking for these classes to be conducted once again, who have already joined the offices. Okay, because they missed these classes. So that's the reason why they are keeping on asking us. Yesterday also there was a lady who came back asking me to explain how to write test case. So think of the level they are in and think of the worst situation also. You might not be put into directly into automation. Okay, there are chances that you will be put into manual for some time, and then or you will be moved into automation, or there might be chances that you will be working simultaneously on both automation and manual. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm asking you guys to practice on test cases and scenarios. Okay, all right. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Agile Scrum methodology, waterfall, and V model. These are all SDLC models. Okay, SDLC is a software development life cycle. What are the phases in SDLC? Can anybody tell me? Every model will start with requirement phase. Okay, once we collect the requirements, then the design team will go ahead and design the high level and low level architects of that particular software. Okay, once it is done, the coding is done, and once the coding is done, we will be testing that particular application whether it is working fine or not. And once it is done, it will go on maintenance, right? These are the things that we all know about SDLC, right? So let me first discuss about waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model is a old methodology that we used to use initially when testing started. Okay, initially when testing started, we started off with waterfall model. Now, is it visible for everyone? Clear enough, or should I zoom in? Is it okay? Okay. So in waterfall model, for each and every model, I said the steps will remain the same. However, if you see the waterfall model, it is going downwards. Okay, steps unnai, steps మీద నుంచి వాటర్ వెళ్తున్నట్టు ఊహించుకోండి. ఓకే, సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ ఫిఫ్త్ ఫ్లోర్ ఆర్ థర్డ్ ఫ్లోర్ ఆర్ ఫోర్త్ ఫ్లోర్, వర్షం పడితే థర్డ్ ఫ్లోర్ నుంచి సెకండ్ ఫ్లోర్ కి వస్తుంది, సెకండ్ ఫ్లోర్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ కి వస్తుంది, ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ నుంచి గ్రౌండ్, గ్రౌండ్ నుంచి ఇంకా అండర్ గ్రౌండ్ కి వెళ్తుంది, రైట్? Imagination ainda. So the same way this waterfall model also works. That means that water, we will not be able to push the water upside. It will obviously come down. Manam paiki matram pampichalem ade water ni, right? The same way, once the requirement gathering is done, there will be an analysis done on that particular requirement. Then the design is done. Then the coding part is done. And after that, testing part is done. And after that, deployment. Deployment means we are pushing that particular software into production environment, right? So now, the main reason we rejected this waterfall model, or people are not working on waterfall model, is unless and until you are done with this requirement gathering, the first step one completely, okay, we will not be able to go and move on to the step two. Okay, ఈ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ గ్యాదరింగ్ అవ్వందే మనం step 2 కి వెళ్ళలేము. సో it is obviously time taking, ఎందుకంటే టెస్టింగ్ అయ్యే అంత వరకు it will take some time span, right? సో ఈ అన్ని అవ్వందే మనం ఇక్కడ టెస్టింగ్ ఫేజ్ వరకు రాలేము. We cannot come until the testing phase unless and until these phases are done. Okay, now for example, we are developing a WhatsApp application or Facebook application. Okay, Facebook is a huge application. It might take years and years of time to develop each and every single thing, every single module, every single feature that is there in the Facebook. Okay, so now for example, we are using waterfall model. Okay, now if we say that Facebook will take 1 year time to develop that particular software, and each and every requirements edaithe manki requirements client icharo, each and every requirement will be done only when the sorry, once all the requirements are collected, we will be doing a coding part and testing part on that particular application. So unless and until requirements are collected, all the requirements are collected, unless and until the architects are finished, unless and until the coding is done, we will not be able to test that particular application. Top to end ఒకటేసారి అయిపోవాలి అన్నట్టు. Okay, so for example, if people are saying, if the client is saying that I need Facebook application to be developed in such a way that I should be getting these features and చెప్పేసి news feed undali, lekapothe some feeds undali, I should be able to view the feeds and I should be able to send the feeds in ani. Okay, so now tomorrow the client is coming back and saying that after testing is done, tomorrow client is coming back and saying that you know what, can you please change this to this? There is some new features or some modification that the client requires in that particular application. We will not be able to do that in waterfall model. Okay, because we cannot go back onto the steps again. Waterfall model mein major drawback is we cannot go back and add new features when the client says that I need these features to be added in this particular application. So that is the reason why this is majorly used for small projects which does not have any other features to be added. Okay, chinna projects oka 1-2 pages lo naku modules ani 1-2 modules e unnai oka project lo ani unte, for those projects it will be helpful waterfall model, because we will not have any other features added into that particular model. Okay, in case if we have to handle a bigger project like Facebook, WhatsApp, Myntra, Amazon, then we will not be able to use this waterfall model, because we have day in and day out, we have new features getting added in those applications, right? Clear? Huh? Everybody clear now? So when it was done initially, when people started working on waterfall model, you know, older days, whenever we used to have some difficulties in families, or any, if we are facing going through a lot of things in our families, panchayat kuchopetti, they used to go ahead and discuss everything that you should be doing this and all. Like that, people started discussing on waterfall model, what else can we do on this particular model, because we are not able to add in new features. Requirements anni collect ayin tarvatane we used to start off the further procedure like coding, development, or testing and all. Okay, so panchayat kucho pedte, they said that no, you know what, we have to come up with another thing. So then is when we started with V model. Before this there was another model called spiral model, which I have no idea about it. If I get any chance to read through it, I'll definitely you know, input my thoughts in it. So V model, there is something called V model. Now in this V model, Can you see this? Ade baagundi kada back. Okay. So in this also we have different phases, and in each phase we have the testing done, corresponding testing done, right? So ఇప్పుడు ఈ V model diagram నుంచి మీకు ఏం అర్థమవుతుంది? We have the same phases, right? Requirement phase, system requirement phase analysis is done, high level and low level design documents are prepared, coding is done, and once the coding is done, the unit testing is done. So unit testing is done by the development team. Okay, then the integration testing is done. When the high level design documents are prepared, the integration testing is done. System requirements are prepared, system testing is done. Business requirements are prepared, acceptance testing is done, right? So simultaneously testing was done in each and every single step. Okay, now the same way, we will not be able to come back and input the new features when the client says that I have new features to be input in this particular application, can you please go ahead and input? We will not be able to do that in V model also. Okay, the reason being is we will not be able to V model, V model chustane ardhamaipondi, we will not be able to go back to the business requirements, update the requirements, and then start off with the other steps, right? So that is the reason why this model also is not in existence now. There are few companies that are working on V model also, V model or waterfall model, because their projects are very small, wherein the business requirements are collected at once, and the client says that this is it, this is what I need in this application, and there will not be any changes on this particular requirement. Then is when we will start following V model and waterfall model. Now again పంచాయత్ కూర్చోపెట్టారు, లేదు ఇది రావట్లేదబ్బా అసలు మనం ఏదో చెయ్యాలి అని చెప్పేసి. Then we started off with agile. Okay, now think of this thing. There is a construction site. Okay, there is a construction site. Illu build చేస్తున్నాం, ఒక ఇల్లు మనము build చేస్తున్నాం. There is a construction site. Now I am going ahead and I am going to purchase one portion of that particular house. For example, we are building a apartment. There is a huge project, apartment okati build aitundi. Now I am going ahead and saying that it's still under construction. Okay, I am going to buy this particular flat, and I will go ahead and see all the things that are there in that particular flat. Now obviously everything is not done at once. ఒక పర్టికులర్ డేలో అన్ని ఒకటేసారి అన్ని రూమ్స్ బిల్డ్ చేసేసారు కదా, అన్ని రూమ్స్, అన్ని segregations, అన్ని partitions, plumbing work, wiring work, whatever work is done, every single thing will not be done at once, right? So what they will do, construction people, they will divide the work in such a way that months, for starting 1 or 2 months, we will be building off the walls and all the walls, all the partitioning will be done within 2 months. Okay, and the next 2 months he says that all the electrician work, the wiring work will be done. The next 2 months he will say the plumbing work will be done. The next 2 months he will say the kitchen whatever drainage and all, everything will be done. Next 2 months he will say that I'll be doing all the tiles and all, everything will be set off. Next 2 months he will say that okay, everything is set now, I'll just start painting the flat and all, right? After that we will start working on the woodwork and all, whatever we want, interior and all, right? So this is how step by step they will go ahead and build that particular, construct that particular flat or apartment, right? The same way agile methodology also works. Okay, now when I say that it works in the same way, That means that this is a huge project, okay? For projects like Amazon, Facebook, every single thing, these probably used agile methodology, okay? So agile may, what we will do is we will segregate depending on the user stories. If the user story is big, if the client requirements are big, we will go ahead and cut short those client requirements, okay? Cut short those client requirements, and we will say that in this particular sprint means segregation. That means particular months low, within this particular first release, I will be doing these things, okay? So for example, I'm taking an example of Orange HRM, okay? In Orange HRM, there is a module called admin, okay? Now the client says that I need, in the first sprint, I need the admin module to be done, okay? Admin module to be done. So then then we will go ahead and work in such a way that first module, which is admin module, will be done in such a way that every single thing in the admin module is covered. If in case there are any backlogs that are pending in this particular module, which can be done in the next sprint, ante next release lo kuda manam cheyochu. Admin module lo emaina backlogs unnayani ante we can go ahead and do it in the next sprint. Clear? So agile methodology is very user friendly. That is the reason why major organizations are working on agile scrum methodology, okay? Now give me just 2 minutes of time. I'll just get something for you guys. Okay, so far clear. I just gave brief about agile, waterfall and V model. Okay, now agile scrum methodology. Okay, agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing the software in an incremental approach. So as I showed you in this particular diagram, first requirements are collected, okay? Then planning is done, then designing is done. After that, the coding part will be done, that is build. Then we will test that particular application, okay? Then review will be done. Obviously, testing tarvata, client will review that particular application and then it will be deployed. The same way in sprint 2 also, we will plan for the for which of the requirements needs to be going in the next phase, okay? Then it will start with the designing phase again, build, test, review, and then launch. The same way, there is another sprint, okay? So now here we are saying that agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing the software in an incremental approach, right? So this means that when I say that admin module should be launched first, okay? After that, the PIM module will be launched, okay? In my first sprint, I'm working completely on agile itself. I am not working on anything else. I'm completely working on admin module itself. Okay. So it means that it is a continuous iteration of development. That means that once I'm done with the developing the admin module, then I will go ahead and with the further steps, further modules, right? Once this is done, then I'll go with the other modules. Okay. And testing the software in an incremental approach. Obviously, we are going ahead and improvising that particular application in such a way that admin module covers each and every single steps. Okay. So for example, Orange HRM, right? I said admin module, right? Admin module may you have user management, job titles, jobs, organization, qualification, nationality, corporate branding, configuration. So once I am done with this particular module, then only I will be able to go ahead and build the PIM module. So in admin module, there is user management. That module will be done. After that, job will be done. So day by day, I'm improvising my application, right? I am developing some or the other software in order to meet the client requirements. Every single day, I'm adding something to it, right? So that is the reason why it says it's an incremental order approach. It is an incremental approach. Project release will be planned for short-term releases for every month, 1 month or 2 months max. Okay. So every 1 month or 2 months, there will be one project that will be released. Okay. Every single month or okay, two months ki okkasari there will be a project that will be released. Okay. In our project, we have 2 sprints and one. This is about how to explain how you should be explaining when somebody is asking you about the Agile Scrum methodology. Okay. In Agile model, we are gathering all requirements in the form of user stories and with the acceptance criteria and story points. Later, we will also get BRD and FRD documents and BAs and designers from BAs and designers. So once we receive the user stories or user acceptance criteria or client requirements, okay, then we will be, after we receive all these things, then only we will be able to receive the BRD and FRD documents when these are designed by the BA team and design team. Okay. Now we will start our testing from requirement phase itself. We all know requirement phase low testing teams. Some inputs are there. Some role is there in for testing team in requirement phase also. Frequent requirement or design changes will be there in Scrum methodology. So we have to update test scenarios and test cases accordingly. And we have to give test scenarios walkthrough to the BA and designers. And final version of test scenarios and test cases will be updated in the SharePoint. All test cases will be uploaded in HPALM, now in Jira. Okay. So it says that once we start the testing from the requirement phase, what is the role of testing team in requirement phase? We will be given a walkthrough on BRD, FRD, and LLD and HLD documents. So we are directly or indirectly involved in requirement phase also. Okay. So once we are given those walkthrough, what we will do, we will start working on the test case scenario or test case preparation on that particular application. Okay. So once those preparations are done, we will upload the same in HPALM tool. Okay. Daily we have Scrum calls. Okay, Scrum call meetings will be conducted on a daily basis, and these will be conducted by the Scrum Master. In that, we will discuss about sprint backlog items, product backlog items, and sprint grooming activities. Now, what are these? We will be understanding each one of them in Agile. So in Agile Scrum methodology, we have sprint backlog, product backlog, grooming, something called release backlog. Okay, so roles may we have product owner, Scrum Master, and team, who are all involved in Scrum Agile project is product owner, Scrum Master, and teams. Team means all of us in working in that particular project is team. Artifacts may product artifact is there, for product backlog is there, sprint backlog is there, and there is something called burn down charts. Okay, ceremonies may sprint planning, review, retrospective, and daily Scrum meetings will be conducted. We will in detail go through all these things. These are all the pillars of the Scrum meetings. Okay, Scrum. Now, sprint backlog. It is a list of user stories, story tasks identified by the Scrum team to be completed in the sprint. Scrum means it will be like a meeting conducted. Okay, in that particular meeting, what will happen is they will discuss about all the, they will plan about the day for that particular day, what all has to be done in that particular day, and what are the roles and responsibility of each person in that particular team. For example, I am one of the team member and you are a team lead. Okay, you're asking me to go ahead and work on one particular module. Okay, one particular module, and you're asking me to prepare only the test cases and scenarios that are based on that particular module. Okay, you're asking the other person to execute these test cases and scenarios. Okay, you're asking other person to work on something else. So likewise, there will be a planning for that particular day. Okay, and every single day you will be attending Scrum meetings that are conducted by the Scrum Masters. Okay, now during the sprint planning meeting, the team selects some number of product backlog items. Okay, usually in the form of user stories, and identifies the task necessary to be completed in each user story. Product backlog means, for example, today I have done few things. Okay, today I have done few things. The next day I am doing few other things. But ఈ first day lo నేను ఏదైతే చేయలేకపోయానో, I can plan that particular thing to be done tomorrow. That means today. Yesterday's work I can complete in today's this thing. Okay, so we will be having a product backlog. Obviously, we will not be able to do each and every single day everything, right? So if ever, whenever there is a product backlog, okay, we will be able to go ahead and carry forward for the next day. Okay, product backlog is a list of prioritized deliverables that should be implemented as a part of project or product development. Product owner owns the product backlogs. He is the one who prioritizes it based on the customer's feedback or business values. Now, the customer says that I need only the admin module to be built first. Okay, so now what will happen is there will be a meeting conducted between the client and the product owners. Okay, now the product owner will collect the information from the client, and he will say that now I need the admin module to be done for this particular this thing. Okay, then he will go ahead, the product owner will go ahead and tell complete team to work on that particular thing itself. Okay, that means that he needs something on priority. Okay, now tomorrow he says that no, leave admin module. What you can do is you can go ahead and build only the in admin module only I need qualifications to be listed out first. Then we will be going ahead and working on the qualifications part. Okay. Grooming. Grooming is a meeting of Scrum team in which product backlog items are discussed and next sprint planning is prepared. Product grooming is critical in product management because it means keeping backlog up to date and getting backlog items ready for upcoming sprints. Okay, now in grooming, what will happen is we will discuss all the product backlogs. That means sorry, product backlogs anante ippudu client will say that this module should be done first అని చెప్పేసి client requirements ని బట్టి మనం చూస్తాము. అంటే once the client says that I need only the admin module లో I need only qualifications to be done, so then we will go ahead and work on qualifications itself. So depending on the product backlog, we will go in grooming meetings, we will what we will do is we will go ahead and work on product backlogs, and we will plan for the next day also, what we have to do next day. Okay, every single day you might have two scrum calls. Okay, two scrum calls, day start and day end. Day start may they will discuss about what are the things, okay, what are the things that you can you have to go ahead and do in this particular day. Day end may they might take all the information that you have worked on for that particular day, or it can happen there would be only one scrum meeting that can be conducted day start. Okay, they will discuss about the the workflow that needs to be done for this particular day and what you have done yesterday. Okay, there might be chances you might have two calls or one call. Release backlog. The product owner coordinates with the scrum master to decide which stories should be targeted for release. Stories is in the release backlog are targeted to be completed in a release. Okay, now depending on the user stories, depending on the client requirements, the client will be in touch with the product owner. He will be in coordination with both of them will be coordinating with each other, and they will be deciding which one to be released in this particular sprint. Okay, which product needs to be released in this particular sprint. For example, in Amazon website, where the client has a requirement stating I need the shopping bag, like a women's some there is a cart. Okay, I need every single from each and every single store I need the products to be updated here. Ippudu Amazon website lo we have n number of stores like Biba, okay, Max, ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా, అన్నిటి దగ్గర నుంచి I need each and every single store to be uploading their products in Amazon website, for example. So he says that I need this release in this particular sprint. We have to work in such a way that every single thing in that particular cart will be under our stores nunchi we will be updating all those products in that particular application, so that it's looking, the look and feel is as per the client requirement. And now he says that we have built two things, for one for male, one for female. Now he says that in this particular sprint I need the women's cart should be displayed, not the men's cart. Okay, then only the women's cart will be released. In the next sprint, whenever he says that I need the men's cart also to be released, then we can go ahead and get that particular released. Okay, is it confusing? మళ్ళీ తెలుగులో చెప్తాలే, ठीक है? तो in daily scrum meetings what happens is this is a daily stand-up call conducted by the scrum master to discuss on project updates. Day-to-day testing activities will be discussed and need to be informed to the scrum master by everyone. Like I said, once I'm done for the day, I should be telling the scrum master that these are the things that I have dealt in today's thing. Okay, so scrum meetings may we will have a scrum meeting conducted on a daily basis in which we will be discussing about the activities that we are going to do on this particular day. And for example, if in my team I have two scrum calls in a day because my project needs it, then I will, at the end of the day, there will be another Scrum meeting that will be happening, and they will be asking me what I have done for that particular day. Okay. So as I said, there are Scrum has 3 pillars: roles, artifacts, and ceremonies. In roles, we have people who are involved in this particular roles are product manager, Scrum, product owner, Scrum master, and team. Team means all of us. Scrum master can be from onshore or offshore, anybody it can be. Product owner is the BA team, designer team, and the client can be involved in this particular product owner. Okay. Artifacts means in artifacts we have product backlog, sprint backlog, and burn down charts. Product backlog we have already dealt with in here. Okay. Sprint backlog we will be discussing about, and burn down charts. Okay. Ceremonies we have sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective, and daily Scrum meeting. We have dealt with daily Scrum meetings, what are done with in daily Scrum meetings. Now let's see sprint retrospective meeting. Okay. After completion of every
Hello,
sprint
hello.
release. Yeah.
Ma'am, who are be involving in the daily Scrum meeting? Are the testers also involved in this?
Yes, every single person in the team who is working on that particular project will be involved in Scrum meetings. Okay.
Okay.
So in retrospective meeting, it is done after the completion of each and every sprint. Now, what will happen is the Scrum Master will conduct this particular sprint retrospective activity, okay, to discuss what are the challenges or problems that you have faced while working on that particular module in previous sprint. Okay. For example, Naki wala oka sprint complete ayindi. Okay. E sprint lo he will be discussing about, in retrospective meeting, he will be discussing about the challenges. We all will be discussing about the challenges that we have faced while working on that particular sprint for that particular module. Okay. So why are we discussing all of these? Because we can go ahead and overcome all these problems or challenges in the next sprint. Okay. And what are the good things that have happened on that particular sprint, that particular release. Okay. What we have achieved, what we could be doing better, and the best lessons to be implemented for the next sprint release. And all this discussion will be documented and will be shared to everyone. This is something like మీరు ఆ పర్టికులర్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ని రిలీజ్ చేసే ముందు, స్ప్రింట్ రిలీజ్ అయిన తర్వాత, వన్స్ ది ప్రోడక్ట్ ఇస్ డిప్లాయిడ్, you will be learning few things out of it while working on it. ఇలా చేయకుండా మనం ఇట్లా చేసి ఉండుంటే బాగుండేదేమో అని we will have an idea of it, right? So that's the reason why this sprint, this retrospective meetings are conducted, in order to overcome the challenges that we have faced in this particular release, in order to go ahead and implement few good things that we have done in this particular release, and few of the things that we can learn from this particular sprint. Okay. Now we have daily scrums. Daily scrum is a meeting that is conducted on a daily basis. Day starting lo aina undachu, day end lo aina undachu. It lasts about 15 minutes, but it never lasts about 15 minutes. It can go a longer time.